So anyway, to reiterate my problems, the updating my stream to reiterate. So anyway, to reiterate my problems, McGregor, we're trying to get rid of him. Okay, McGregor hasn't been able to play much. He's been injured most of the time, not playing, and I think he's very expensive. So we're keeping a player around who's very expensive and, you know, costing a lot of money. So what we're going to do is we tried to get rid of him. The board's like, he's not happy, although he understood my explanation. So I don't know what's happening next. All I know is we're very restricted. We can't bring players in. We're trying to get rid of players who aren't very useful to us right now. Okay. Nothing new here. We are now on see if anything is okay. Continue. Now. Crystal Palace lost to Arsenal, not surprising. Okay, we're getting ready to start. And whole injury update. We've got he's out. We've got quite a few injuries. So Alex Bruce is out for some time. Harry Maguire's out for a few days. Michael Dawson is alright. Is out for a week or two, and we're supposed to start our games in less than a week. So let's continue. And that's in 5 days. So let's see if we got anything else. Some about the MLS. Who's the MLS team of the week? Let's look here. I don't know if we can let him scout him. Now, let's see. Where are we? We are now on the 16th of August. We've got 4 more days until the 21st. And I am going to go back later on to Baseball History's Come to Life, since we didn't do that last week. Let's see. Dortmund, 18 years old. Okay. We can keep a close eye on him. He might be worth a loan. He doesn't really want to join us. Let's see. West Ham. Good coach. Good team. Team's been doing okay. Okay, so let's look at this. Training. I want to see if I can tell them. Okay, let's go. Here's okay, good. Well, we'll keep going. We're now on the 17th of August. Got a few more days. Some news about the different places, Africa, Los Angeles. Los Angeles lost to Colorado. That's interesting. Seattle and Real Salt Lake. Okay, plays development. Feels untreated, But what am I supposed to do? I'll say apply and do what they suggest. Yeah, so we still got problems with McGregor. We can't get rid of him. He's costing us money. We don't really need him because we have multiple other options in goal. Of course, our current goalkeeper is suspended, but considering he's out for 7 weeks, McGregor he's not going to do us any good for 3 games. So we're still going to have to go with our young guys, and I'd rather have that money for, you know, to get other players or to keep in budget, because we're having a problem with that. This is not like dealing with, you know, Liverpool or some team that has wads of cash. We do not have wads of cash. Interesting. Not at that 37. Yeah, we can't afford him. I don't know why we'd want him. I don't want anyone expensive at this point. And we've got 2 days. Let's see if there's anything else interesting. Yeah. We have no money. So this is great, but we're gonna need more money to, I mean, maybe what I need to do is go to the board so we're still kind of between a rock and a hard place. And the end of the month is the end of the transfer, but we can't get rid of them because Okay. So let's change that. That should solve that problem. Okay. Is there anyone on the squad? Let's see. Some of the younger guys. Um, who else are the younger guys I could make available to the who needs match fitness? Who is not injured? Joaquin. Let's do him. Okay, so I made 2 players available that I think could stand to get some practice. And they're going to have their match, and we're going to see what happens. And we got some other mail. Let's see, we're getting... Okay, this is good. This is really good. So, let's see when we get ready. Harry Maguire, who he is a center defensive, and he is one of our more I want him let's see. Where did he go? Striker, midfielder. And he is, let's look at match fitness. So, Harry Maguire, he's going to go in a little bit. He is not, he's mostly healthy, not match fit, so he needs to, I don't know, what do I have to do to get these guys to get to match fitness, but, you know what, let me do one other thing here with him. Make him available. And yeah, he's let's continue. Let's continue. We've got Everton is losing to me. Man United. And they hammer Everton. Let's see if we can get to our match. So we've got a bunch of we're going to face West Ham, and yeah, it's going to be tough. We don't have a lot of money. We're playing good teams, and we may well be relegated, as they may be in real life. They did not do well against, who were they playing? Whoever they were playing yesterday. It wasn't one of the top teams, and they lost 3-0. I think it was 3-0. Okay, we're getting ready for our match. Match report. God. Who actually played? They all played pretty mediocre. Alright. Looks like we're going to be slowly closing in on our match that we will play against West Ham. Whole bunch of matches. Okay. Sunderland. That's who we lost to yesterday. Sunderland. And we got Division Roundup. Okay. We gotta get to our game. Here we go. Okay, that is not sure what that just popped up on my screen. Anyway, so we're getting ready. We just had our match. Is getting ready for that. And let's see if we can get to our match, because that's going to be, really want to play our match and see what happens. A whole bunch of things going on. A bunch of other matches. When do we get to have ours? Okay. Let's see if there's anything else interesting. Okay. So let's go back to our squad and replace Michael Dawson. Where is he? Oh, he's still injured. So, okay. He's not selected anyways. So, we don't care at this point. He's still undergoing treatment. And now we got our match preview. Hull versus West Ham. Team selection. Select team. Yep. That looks right. And we've got some subs ready to go in. So he is 100% healthy, Jake Livermore. Harry Maguire is 91%, so I do want to put him in. I just want to give him and Morales both opportunity to play a little in the second half. So we'll submit our team. So what does that mean? Okay. So what we're going to do is make some replacements at halftime, I think. And so let's see. Players or teams are warming up, it's called. We're loading our stuff. In the background I have, what is this, the Patriots versus San Francisco. It's actually pretty close, considering San Francisco has not been playing well this season. That is interesting. Okay. Continue. Okay, continue. So we're ready to go. We got our players ready to go. And that looks good. Start the match. Let's see who may need to come out at halftime. Fitness, probably. Huddleston, probably, and we're gonna make some changes. just mentalities. Okay. Let's see. How tired is he? Anyone struggling? So I want to bring in, you know what? I'm going to bring him in, these guys in later. But let's go to give overall pep talk. Calm. Okay, who's frustrated? He's frustrated. So, how do I adjust the mentality? Okay, so we're down one. Alright. How do I adjust the mentality? And I'm telling him, come on. I want them to have, and maybe that was a mistake. I didn't look at what the coaches were telling me to say. I don't know how to, where I adjust the team mentality at this time. Tactics, field, overview. Okay, well, let's start the second half. substitution. Let me make... I need a midfielder. And let's... Here we go. Jake Livermore for Tim Huddleston. Let's see. Central defender. Let's bring in... I want... We got a little bit of time. I want Harry Maguire to get in there. And anyone else who's exhausted? Everyone else seems to be. We got an attacking midfielder who is let's see. Let's put in, let's make our third substitution, and let's confirm and give a pep talk. Jake Livermore. And Harry Maguire. No pressure on you today because he's just coming back from injury. They are not happy. And what's everyone? They're all telling me to tell them that it was... Oh, Masaki, he is a problem child, isn't he? What can I say to him? Oh. Okay, post-match analysis. So, what do we got? Key players, Snodgrass. We only got... This is like... Maybe this is why I can't get shots at me in FIFA. Excuse me, when I play them, then I get a lot of... They got 23 fouls between the two. Seems like an awful lot. But it was our first match. Let's leave the match. Let's make sure we save. Very important. And what we're going to do is we are going to look at Baseball History Comes Alive briefly, and then we are going to call it a stream. Okay, so let's go. Let me bring up that. Let's see what happens. I should show this asset. There we go. Okay. So, Baseball History Comes Alive. Been an interesting, some interesting things. One on, let's see, Roberto Clemente. We've got one on, another one on the NFL, and look at those referee uniforms. And the helmets. What year was this? 1934. The Bears beat the Giants by 1. No. This was the NFL championship back in the old Polo Grounds. And you can see how muddy that field. You can see the old style goalposts, the leather helmets. Although you wonder if there were less concussion because they weren't sticking their heads everywhere. Let's look at another. This is interesting. Deacon Philippe, who played way back in the turn of the 20th century. You can look at some of these pictures. That's a nice colorization of him. Later in his career. That's it. Police at the World Series. Boston fans. That's him. You can see turn of the century garb. Honus Wagner. The Boston Royal Rooters. There he is again. And this is him later in life with Honus Wagner and his wife. They're looking at a trophy. Not sure who is who. And this is interesting. Actor Ryan Philippe is a descendant of Deacon Philippe. He played against Cy Young. A little early baseball club. A rain check from the World Series. The Rooters. If you look, they were actually on the field. Not, sitting behind, I don't know. That's the owner of the club. This is them in the bench. Very basic dugout, not like today, what you see. And I don't know. Look at this, all the fans. I don't know how they ever got the game in. Is this in Boston? Or is this in Pittsburgh? I'm not sure. Scene from the 1903 World Series. You can see all the industrial buildings in the background. This is Boston team. And so that was pretty interesting. Then we have something from the Negro Leagues is in there too. Let's have a look at that. Um, let's see. And he played with Josh Gibson, who was one of the best catchers in baseball history, who never played in the major league. Neither Buck Leonard. Now, I don't know. Buck Owens was the one they interviewed when they did the baseball. Now, this is interesting. Bill Veeck asked him to play when he was over 40, when he was 40, and he's like, yeah, I'm not the right person right now. You need to bring, so he shows a lot, as they say here, shows a lot of class, in doing the right thing rather than Ducky Medwick. I always think of him in terms of St. Louis Cardinals, but he played with the Dodgers. He's wearing a Cubs uniform. And there are the Dodgers. Kurt Davis. Evangelio DeRocha. This is him in the Cardinals in 1950. Slaughter. Now, I'm not sure what the order was. He played the Cardinals first and then the Dodgers? And that's him with a bunch of bats. Let's see what they say. 1937. the Okay. Well, we didn't see this one. Yeah, and of course he suffered a severe concussion, and in those days they didn't have the concussion protocols, and probably never quite had a chance to recover. But So some interesting things. I'd love to find a similar one to go with what we're doing here in the Football Manager. Because we have a very interesting situation brewing on there. But anyway, we're going to end the stream now, and I don't know if anyone watched, but maybe you'll see it later on. So, okay, take care.